What's going on? It's your boy Live with Quam. Hey, I'm back, man. Back. I'm trying to be consistent. I told you I was gonna be consistent. So shit, fuck it. I'm back. I'm trying to be consistent. But I ain't finna do that much talk. We finna get right in it. You can see what the fuck it is from the title of the video. I don't have to do that much talking to explain myself in it. I'm talking too much.
LC.
I just got woke up. I'm talking about 20 messages back to back, screenshots. This nigga talk about you, this and that, this and that. Like, man, violating his motherfucking restraining order. Like, baby, I do not.
Shit sad, man.
This is Lashonda Childs, a 17-year-old girl who was just entering the best years of her life before she was murdered. The girl tried her best to call for help moments before she was shot. She called 911. But the police took too long to get to her location. This phone call, however, was crucial in the arrest and sentencing of the murderer. This is the story of the young girl who got shot by her stalking ex-boyfriend.
Nah, I ain't gonna stop. But I hate weak ass niggas like y'all, bro. Real spill. I hate weak ass niggas like y'all, bro.
17 years old, Lashonda Childs was at the prime of life and was loved by all. She was very social and was passionate about all things beauty. She even had her own business entitled The Beauty Blender LLC. It's no
the what? The beauty what?
Secret that she was the beauty about all things beauty. She even
that shit back to her,
had her
bro.
own business entitled The Beauty Blender LLC.
Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. Yo, big dog. Don't say blender, my big dog. That don't say blender, bro. That don't say blender.
It's no secret that she was headed towards a life of accomplishment and fulfillment, but it was not to last. And it all started when Lashonda got into a relationship with an 11-year older man called Trendell Goodwin. Right from the start, their relationship was marked by turbulence and abuse. In all the years they had been together, the abuse had kept escalating until it became too much. According to Nina Childs, the mother of Lashonda,
I respect you, Miss Nina. I'm gonna say this with all respect. I respect you, Miss Childs. I don't want to come to you any type of way. Cause I know you grieving your daughter loss. Definitely understand. My heart go out to you. But that shit should have been stopped from the get-go. I understand. Trust me. I get it. You heard that from multiple people. I'm sure you have. So I'm not here to try to get exposure from the loss of your daughter. I would never do that. But I feel, me personally, because I have to be honest, that it could have been avoided if y'all nipped that shit in the bud early. I can speak like this, I feel, because I have a daughter. Not knowing when my daughter sneak out the house, and you see what I'm saying? So I get it. But I feel that some things can be avoided.
Goodwin misled her daughter about his age in September 2017 and had claimed to be 20 years old when he was actually in his late 20s. After a few months into the relationship, Lashonda attempted to distance herself from Goodwin due to his behavior. Goodwin would frequently take Lashonda's phones, harass her and her family, and make excessive phone calls, with Nina describing him as someone who would call up to 70 times a day, which was both frustrating and alarming. Lashonda was active on social media while she was a victim of domestic abuse, and even posted about how her boyfriend treated her. She told her story while warning others to stay.
Everybody want a crazy nigga until you hiding. Dodging bullets. If you see the signs, don't ignore it, y'all. Domestic violence is, I can't see that part. I'm sure it say real, not just a movie. This nigga done broke in several phones, busted windows, but followed me from my house or wherever, beat me several times, threw me into walls, made me place guns in my bag. What? Put all this stuff. Held me hostage in the house and then let me leave. Go in, I'm leaving bots. Her on fire and shot my house up. Not even a half of the shit. What? Look at that. 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 All right. You see that type of behavior, right? That probably was last year, September 21st. It probably was last year. That motherfucker, look down there. Look down there at the bottom of the screen. That motherfucker say 20K reactions. 20K reactions. 41,000 shares. Or probably 4.1. I can't really see. Come on, man. Like, somebody know about this nigga. Somebody from that same area. From that same area, whatever, from that same little neighborhood or whatever, know about this man. That's why I don't get. That's why me personally, I don't get into domestic violence situations where it comes to family members. I got plenty of stories, trust me, but I don't get into them type of situations because what they always do, they always run back, and I'm always risking my life and my freedom for somebody who's gonna go back to somebody who hit them. So she probably do got brothers. I don't know. It's my first time ever hearing of this young lady. I don't know. So I'm sure she got brothers, but if that was my little sister, man, stop. Man, stop. First of all, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't even be saying that nigga. I promise you that. That nigga would not be alive. I promise you. Word to Mike, I promise you that. But that's why these little girls need a hedge. Or they need their father in their life, their big brothers and things like that. Real spill. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. That's facts.
Stay safe and to, quote, not ignore the signs. But no one realized that she was actually screaming for help.
Of course.
In a Facebook status, she mentioned only some of the ways her boyfriend was abusing her. She mentioned that he had thrown her into walls, broken multiple bones, made her walk to places with a gun pointed at her, thrown her belongings into a sewer, and ended by saying that these were only some of the many incidents. Such a toxic and dangerous relationship meant that Lashonda had to find a way out of it, and she did exactly that. Lashonda Childs left Goodwin, but Goodwin didn't want to let go. He followed her from her house to different places and hid in abandoned buildings
you straight weak, boy. You was weak.
Trendell Goodwin's actions leading up to the murder of Lashonda Childs.
Look, bro, my other videos and stuff, I be bullshitting. I be playing. They call me the bully, all that. I don't care about none of that. I be joking. But this time, I mean it. You weak. I hope you getting done bad in jail. I can't say this because my daughter be watching my videos. So I try to be limited to things that I say. You're weak. You weak. You
paint a disturbing picture of his character. The fact that he not only physically assaulted her during a robbery attempt, but also set fire to her wig, causing burns to her left bicep, is a clear indication of his cruel and malicious intent. Even after the incident, he continued to send threatening comments to Lashonda and her family and friends. On February 19, 2018, Goodwin was arrested after Lashonda told police he hit her in the face and bit her left shoulder during an argument about text messages.
My mama, you want to survive one day. What?
Childs had a fresh bite mark on her left shoulder. The left side of her face was swollen, where she claimed Goodwin hit her. She also had abrasions on the right side of her neck, and her nose was bleeding at one point, a Dayton police officer wrote. But it wasn't the first time something like this had happened. According to reports from the Dayton Police Department, There have also been several instances of conflicts between Goodwin and multiple women, which include his mother, his sister, and former girlfriends. In September 2018, a woman reported to the Dayton police that a person named Trenny Mack on Facebook threatened to kill her after she suggested he get help. She also mentioned that she knew Childs' name. The officer who responded to the call had prior knowledge of Goodwin's issues with an ex-girlfriend and deduced that Trenny Mack was actually Goodwin. A week earlier, the same officer had responded to a complaint about shots fired into a residence on North Upland. Goodwin had received community control after pleading guilty to carrying a concealed weapon in 2016. His probation ended after 1 year, although it could have been extended for up to 5 years. Goodwin has been booked into the Montgomery County Jail approximately 15 times
still locked
for
up?
various offenses dating back to 2011, although most cases were not prosecuted according to jail records. It's not known why he was not prosecuted before, and some people believe it was a serious lapse of judgment by the authorities, who could have prevented the tragic death of Lashonda. He definitely had a pattern that many unfortunate women fell victim to. As time passed by, Lashonda was finally ready to date again and started going out with another man. But even after she found herself a man who was caring and loving, Goodwin did not want her to be happy and kept harassing her. In a smart move, Lashonda once again did the right thing and got a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend.
All right.
Where my restraining order at? He already violating his.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, that's the stuff that pisses me off. Stop going to social media about it, please. Hey, for any woman that look at any of my videos and stuff or see this video, stop doing that shit. Real spill, stop doing that. The embarrassment. When you do that, you put all your business out there, people, they gonna have their opinions like me. Look, now I can have my opinion. I can have my opinion now because it's out there. You feel me? But I get it. I get that it can get you help, in case you running from somebody, things like that or whatever, restraining orders. I get it. I understand. But you ain't got to go on live. Look, this nigga this nigga that. Stop doing that. Because that man probably watching and he getting pissed off madder. Stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. We got to do better. Us as a people, we have to do better. And you know who I'm talking about. Us as a people, we have to do better. That's facts. Facts. Ain't gonna say that shit no more. That's facts.
Motherfucking restraining order. Like, baby, I do not do this.
She thought this would be enough to keep Goodwin out of her life, but little did she know he would appear once again to haunt her.
Of course.
Goodwin was taken into custody on the day of the incident. Records from Dayton Municipal Court and the jail show that he served 19 days of a 180-day sentence for misdemeanor assault. As a condition of his release, Goodwin was ordered not to have contact with Childs and was required to receive counseling, but it seems he did not receive any. On September 10, 2018, Goodwin was ordered to continue his probation for another year, pursuant to the conditions imposed on April 24, 2018. However, on September 25th, his attorney filed a motion to terminate the probation. This seemed to be the end of Lashonda's problems, but it was only the beginning. On October 2nd, Lashonda was on a date with her new boyfriend. On their way back, the two were confronted by
just
Goodwin.
a month.
Lashonda's boyfriend got into an argument with him, but before things heated up, Lashonda realized the situation was about to get deadly.
Yeah.
She told her new boyfriend to get into the car and drive. As the two drove away, Goodwin shot at the vehicle and shot Lashonda in the head. In a state of panic, her boyfriend took her to the hospital, but she could not make it and was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. During this confrontation, Lashonda even called 911. She reported to the 911 dispatcher that her boyfriend had a gun pointed at his head and that she had a restraining order against the perpetrator. The police had previously advised her to call them if she saw him, so she provided the dispatcher with the address. On the phone call, she was frightened and unable to speak clearly due to the severity of the situation. Unfortunately, she later died from a headshot wound, and her death was classified as a homicide. Following the incident, law enforcement officials were dispatched to multiple locations. Shoup Avenue was cordoned off, and investigators proceeded to Grandview Medical Center upon discovering that a victim had been transported there. Several residents in the vicinity who were interviewed by Homicide and Special Victims Unit detectives reported hearing numerous gunshots and potentially witnessing a vehicle speeding away from the area. Sarah Wolf Knight, the Grant and Advocacy Manager at YWCA of Dayton, has stated that protective orders are not always enough to save lives in cases like Childs. She said, quote, "When you have a high risk of violence or death, sometimes it's still not enough. Unfortunately, Lashonda's situation was not unique. Women in this county every day are killed in domestic violence situations because there are firearms present. So we are working really closely with our legislative leaders." Goodwin made an appearance in court where his bail was set at $1 million. He was then held at Montgomery County Jail and was scheduled for another court appearance on October the 16th.
No, you done, big dog.
But Goodwin's trial did not start on the morning of October 16th, 2019, as he pleaded guilty to multiple charges against him, including murder, felonious assault, and a weapons charge. He later asked to withdraw his plea, but his request was overturned.
Of course.
He finally appeared in Montgomery County Common Pleas Court before Judge Dennis Adkins for his verdict, and the judge sentenced Goodwin to 18 years to life in prison. Goodwin's father, who chose not to be identified, talked to the Dayton Daily News and expressed
18 years. For countless 18 years for murder? 18 years. Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. Lashonda Childs, she ain't coming back, bro. She not coming back. People gotta sit back and fathom that, like, you would never see her again. And motherfuckers can see you in 18 years. Because you want to be jealous and be a bitch ass nigga. You feel me? You want to be a weak ass nigga and kill her. In 18 years you can get out.
his condolences to both families, but especially to the victim's family. However, he disagreed with the idea that his son was a terrible person and urged people not to judge him too harshly.
Oh, fuck your son.
He suggested that people should wait for the verdict before deciding on his son's guilt, and that anyone who commits a crime should be punished accordingly. Jalen, Lashonda's brother, described his sister as having a vibrant personality. He mentioned that she was in the process of leaving Goodwin, but their relationship was characterized by fatal attraction. Jalen expressed that justice being served may bring some peace to the family. The family of Lashonda Childs spoke shortly after the verdict was announced. Jalen expressed his initial shock at the sentence, but ultimately found it fair. He stated, quote, "Knowing he can't get out in the 18 years, he doesn't have a number to look at. His number is life. So I was all right with that."
Nah, fuck that. Nope. I was trying to avoid it. Hearing the music. Now. Hey, Jalen. Hey, dog, on some real shit. I don't even care about none of that. You feel me? I don't care about the backlash from this. You felt her. You felt your sister, big dog. You felt her. If y'all daddy around, he felt her. The reason why I say that is because the judgment that little girl had to be with somebody who's 11 years older than her, that's a problem. That's something you and your pops, or if y'all got different pops, her real pops and y'all should have already built that in them. Yeah, you felt it. Now you are 18 years. You put, I can't say that, but you're weak. You felt her, and I promise you that if that was my little sister, she'd still be out here. She'd still be living. I would have taught her to judge differently. I would have taught her to put herself, see how I treat my daughter. I want my daughter to be with somebody like me, real, very much real. You felt it, bro, and I mean that. Now you happy that he locked up or whatever, because your weak ass gonna do it. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Now I got justice, man. Man, stop. That ain't justice. Stop. I thought it was 25 to life. He got 18. Think about that. And can do 80%. So if he got 18, I think he probably got to do is about 16, 17. No, I'm sorry, that's 90. He probably just got to do about a good 16. He can get out early on good behavior.
Lashonda's mother
ain't even manslaughter.
Initially lied about his age,
crazy.
Claiming to be 20 instead of in his late 20s in September 2017.
You can see that.
She said that Lashonda attempted to leave him a few months after that, but there was an altercation between the two on September 12, 2018.
I'm so mad that shit happened to that girl, boy.
Nina claimed that Goodwin fired shots at her home, an allegation included in a Dayton police report.
Y'all can see all this.
Nothing was done about it. It seems this craziness had become part of their daily lives, as if it were a routine. She also said that Goodwin sent her son a text message indicating that he was not concerned about being incarcerated. This reveals that Goodwin showed no remorse over his actions, even after being arrested. She further acknowledged that her daughter's death was a tragedy and hoped that Goodwin would receive appropriate punishment for his actions. She pointed out that Goodwin still had the opportunity to interact with his family and friends, while Lashonda no longer had a voice that could be heard. And because of this, she hoped that Goodwin would receive everything that he deserved. Childs' family acknowledges that they will have to carry on as best they can.
That's crazy to me.
Lashonda.
That's crazy to me.
Justice has been served with the sentencing of Trendell Goodwin. Lashonda's memory will live on through the love and memories of those who knew her best. Do you think such senseless crime?
Hey, man. Hey. Rest in peace to that girl, man, for real. Rest in peace to her. And it's always the ones who got something good going on. The one who got their own business or about to, and you got these old cold weenies, these little. Boy, we failing as a people. I mean that. We failing as a people. Let's look in the mirror and pay attention to who you is. That's all I can say. Look in the mirror, pay attention to who you are. We failing as a people. We gotta do better, man. We have to do better. We gotta do better, man. Rest in peace to her. Hey, much love to her family. Like I said, I still mean that shit. The men and her family, y'all felt it, and I mean that shit. Miss Nina, I'm sorry, you felt it too. But much love to y'all. Situations like that, y'all felt it. 11 years, bro, man, I'm done. Hey, y'all stay safe out here. Judge righteously. You can't judge righteously. It's in the Bible. I don't know, man. We just felt it. Shit, we as a people felt it. And we're gonna say only her family. We as a people felt it. Because if I would have seen that, I would have, can't stop it, of course, but I would still put some light to it. Read them little, when they go on live and stuff, and and people spill out their heart and things that was going on, and read, take action into that. Take action into that. It ain't always the cops that motherfuckers gotta call to solve our problems. Nah, we need to solve our own problems. Man, but I'm gone.